The barbershop has always been, as they said, Cedric the Entertainer said in the movie, the black man's social club. And in barbershops, men talk a number of conversations. And then once upon a time, the barbershop was able to be that way because it was mostly men in there. And what we find out that most of these black men, like the young men we work with, have failed relationships in their lives. And even though they may have been 40, 50, and 60 years old, they had still issues from their teenage years that they never closed the door on or never got assistance on, and they put it away. And from there, you see the acting out, the walking away from families, the domestic violence at times. When it comes to healing, we can't heal others till we heal self.
Hey, shalom, shalom, family. Guess what? We back on Rainier Avenue at Jay Styles. Hey, look, the barbershop and the owner here, he's always wanting to talk. He loves the conversation. He loves what we do. You know, he's definitely about opening his thoughts and trying to get this truth. You know, that's what it's about. So this is our second time here. We're in Seattle, Washington at Jay Styles Barbershop. Hey, we're about to go in, we're about to check them out, see who's there today, see what? Take heed to the word, right? And all praises, stay tuned to his family. Hey, we got some other footage here. I don't know, did it get messed up or something? I don't know. Sure. Hey, but that's okay, y'all. We gonna make sure you get the understanding. Hey, what you got?
Hey, shalom, this barbershop is actually one of the historical barbershops that's been here for like the last 15, 20 years. He is a pillar of the community, somebody that I grew up knowing. So all praise the Most High that gives us opportunity to come in here, spread the word to him and also those that are in the shop.
And all praises with that. Stay tuned. Shalom.
What is the purpose? I don't know if you mentioned that. What's the purpose of the flag? Hey.
Yeah, started 28, 28 in Washington. How y'all doing?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command you this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So, this Deuteronomy 28:1 is going to, if we kept the commandments of God, we would be set on high above all nations of the earth. Right? Verse 9, read 9 to 10, Deuteronomy 28:9.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and he hath sworn, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord.
So this is still that part of that blessing. If we keep the commandments of God, the Lord is going to set us on high as a holy people, and then all the nations of the earth are going to see that we, the children of Israel, are called by the name of the Lord.
And they shall be afraid of thee.
They're going to be afraid, right? Because right now they're not afraid of us, right? It's us that's afraid of them, right? Cop to get up behind you, the first, you start getting nervous within yourself because you're like, man, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what that outcome is going to be, right?
Can I put my phone down?
Put it down like I told you.
Put my phone down.
Put it down!
I can put it down?
Now!
You're not going to shoot me.
Put it down!
This traffic stop of a black man in New Braunfels last year is the subject of a new racial profiling lawsuit in Texas. The officer said he pulled over the driver because his license plate was dirty. The driver says he was yet another victim of racial profiling.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, so you said the whole point. What's the point of the play? God, what is God purpose for? What is God purpose for? That's what I meant. What is God purpose for? So, Hosea 5:15, you think?
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
So the Most High is going to go return to his place until we as a nation acknowledge our offense towards him. Right? That's the purpose of it, so we can acknowledge the offense that we did towards our God. Right? And that offense is not keeping the commandments. That's why as a nation of people we're cursed. Right? Moses went through all the blessings that we would get if we kept the commandments of God. Right? And then you went through all the curses if we didn't keep the commandments of God. So now you gotta ask yourself, even back then, we chose to be in sin. Same thing we're doing today. So the Most High did what? He said, you know what? I'm gonna go return to my place until they acknowledge their offense. Right? Read.
So they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
And now we gotta do what? We gotta seek his face. We gotta seek the Lord. How do you see? The only way you seek him is by keeping the commandments of God. That's the only way you can seek the Lord, right?
In their affliction, they will seek the earth.
So in our affliction, we're gonna seek him early. How will we get afflicted today? Seek him early? Yeah, seek him early. In our affliction. How are we being afflicted today? COVID, right? It's killing our elderly, even our young men and women are getting infected. And when they get infected, depending on their genetic makeup, if they have, let's say if it's hereditary in their family, they may have lung disease or any of that, it can affect, that COVID can affect them a lot more than it would somebody who doesn't have it, right? So in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Another way we've been afflicted is how? We, as a nation of people, do you see what's going on down there in Mexico and Texas with the Haitians and the so-called Haitians and the so-called Mexicans? They're being afflicted right now. They're riding around on horses getting whipped.
In the meantime, it is a 24/7 operation here under this bridge about a quarter mile behind me. And drawing the attention and raising some questions has been the methods used to make sure that no one else is coming across the border. We've seen those images of state troopers parked on the Rio Grande, but it's Border Patrol agents on horseback that raised some questions, particularly from the White House. Spokesperson Jen Psaki said the image of one agent appearing to use horse reins, potentially as a whip, was horrific to see, but she needed more information before making an official statement. Secretary Mayorkas here in Del Rio says that it was not appearing to be a whip, but the horse's reins. And I want you to hear what one official had to say regarding this matter entirely. Take a listen.
They're still what? African. They still African. In the conscious community, the so-called black man is still Pan-African. He still will follow after what? Islamic culture, Islamic religion. Even the conscious black man. So he's still not remembering that he's the Israelite. So when he looks into his own historical book, he doesn't connect with it. And that's what I would say to the man who goes into his consciousness and then still doesn't connect the Bible to himself. But he'll connect every other culture. He'll go into some monk stuff, trying to what? Find himself. And I get it. But now remember I'm going to pose the question. How do you even get to the point of even going to find yourself? Why do you as a human being have to go find out who you are? Because somewhere there was a disconnect, wasn't it? It's because of how you was taught. So now this same man, I don't care what color he is, that taught you that disconnected you from your true heritage and culture, how can you believe anything he said? Meaning what? I'm bringing it back to a point. If he raped, robbed, and pillaged you, because again, remember, we believe in the slavery, right? We believe in those historical events. If he raped, robbed, and took your culture, stole your name, stole your identity, how can you believe anything he tells you? Meaning what? How can you believe the way he taught you the Bible? So my thought is this: if this is the biggest thing that cultivates us, right, as the American, right, the Catholic, whatever you prescribe to, because the so-called Latino, he says he's Catholic, right? If that's the biggest thing that makes you who you think you are, and then you start to, again, awaken, right? You start to go into your own consciousness and say, wait a minute, there's got to be more to this. The first thing I would want to do is say, what's actually true about this Bible that they taught me and what's actually fake? What you're going to find out is what? Oh, Christ is actually black. There's a lie there. What you're going to find out is, oh, all men ain't created equal, according to the Bible. Oh, damn, that's another lie I was taught. Because remember, these things is what we were taught in the Bible, but the Bible don't say those things. But what do? We say ixnay to the Bible. We put it down because that can't be right because of why? We was taught it in a religious way. But really, it's not religious at all. The Bible don't even say it's religious. The Bible got no type of religion in it. The Bible got a set of rules that a chosen nation is supposed to follow. And that chosen nation decided not to follow, therefore they got punished by their father. If you believe in any type of higher being, that higher being punished that nation. Therefore that nation, what? Has to go find itself. You see that? That nation now has to figure out who the heck they are. But still yet, it's still all right there in that Bible if you actually sat down and really read it from a conscious point and a historical point. People don't realize this is, they say the greatest story ever told, right? No, this is the biggest historical book about any nation. Guess what? Other nations can gain their own history from this book, but it's not theirs. And guess what? Other nations know that.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.